think it was, I think it was writer Pat McCormick who did this line once. A lot of guys have appropriated the line in reference to Don Rickles. He said he called Don Rickles once, but Rickles was busy. He was out walking his rat. I don't know where it came from, but would you welcome Mr. Warmth, Don Rickles.
Ole. John, you know, these kind of nights, as Bert has said, and Buddy has said, and Ed talked to you briefly, with accolades of, you know, like 11 years, and it makes my starting on the Tonight Show with you.
Yeah.
It's like everybody's back there saying, gee, you got to do good, and you got to wish Johnny luck, and what have you, you know, which we all do, you know. But I, observing in the back, say from the bottom of my heart, Johnny, you're a very wealthy man.
Remember what happened last time you said that?
I know that, but
yes.
I don't mean it in that sense. The good Lord has blessed you and your family and your lovely wife. And thank you so much, Bert. Bert is lonely. But, you know, it's a very difficult thing when Burt Reynolds, who's a very glib guy, a Buddy Hackett, one of our great comedy minds, and Ed McMahon, who's at the end of the couch, annoying Buddy now, saying, can't you use me in Vegas? I mean, Ed knows and I know, Johnny. Yes. You don't have a friend. You have me, John, because I still feel you're hot in the business. My career has come a long way. I am 47 years of age. You're 48, I believe.
No, I'm 47.
You're 47.
We're the same age.
We're the same age. Wonderful. So when the good Lord, when we were both born and we came from our mother's, God looked down and said, make him rich and make him struggle. And it turned out that way. I'll be off in a minute, Bert, and then you can show this outfit. But I like Bert. You know, the first, when you were away...
Don't you like me?
Huh? Honestly?
Yes.
No.
I see.
No, I adore you.
I know that.
You gave me an opportunity. You even had me. He had a little party the other night, I must say. In fairness to Buddy and Ed and Bert, he had a party for your anniversary.
Well, it wasn't really. It was just happened to fall on the same day.
No, you were married a year to Joanna.
That's right.
Correct. Your lovely wife was not here tonight, unfortunately. She's in New York with her organ and monkey. Oh, don't go, oh. He's the first one that laughs. You should see his wife. She said to me tonight on the phone, when is Johnny coming home? No, that's a joke.
Of course it is.
His mother's in Nebraska going... Again, we struck out, Pop. But she's a lovely lady.
Yes,
and,
she is.
Johnny had a little party, Bert and Buddy, at Chasen's. I can't say that.
Buddy was invited and he couldn't be there, and Bert wasn't in town.
I couldn't make it.
You weren't invited? No, you were at the Dinah Shore cooking show. Now, he goes out with Dinah Shore, who's a lovely lady. I know you
know that. It's in all the
This isn't a
magazines.
test.
I read.
I know you know that.
Well, I read. Why are you talking to me like I don't know?
Because you annoy me. That's why. But, Bert, were you invited truthfully, Bert?
No, he wasn't in town.
He was not invited. Now, don't make a big thing. You said to me, why invite a cowboy dumbbell to one of my parties? Said this guy with the two-fisted karate baloney at the party. We don't need that. We're all lovers. And you danced. And, Johnny, this is inside. For God's sakes, as Jack Benny would say. And Jack was at the party.
Yes, he was.
All the biggies. Freddie DeCordova. How do you say
DeCordova.
Huh?
You kept mispronouncing it all night at the party. DeCordova.
Wonderful. Look at how the crowd got excited. Look at that. Two guys in that row dropped their pants and fired a rocket.
Which two guys? Where is that? The fellow sitting next to the black man up there, right? Yeah.
Don't press, John. You don't have to press. This is your show, and it's 11 years, and we all came here. We're missing a football game. Probably the Detroit Lions are on the 50-yard line. And what's that quarterback's name, the kid on the Lions?
Alvin.
No. You don't know football. The Rams are doing great. What's that quarterback? You played football. Landry, right.
Yeah.
Landry going, hot, red on blue, hot, set, hot, hot. And the wife's saying, are we going to fool around? Shh, they're on the 50-yard line. Hot, set. And this is a big night for me, and I gave it all up to...
Just to be here.
Be here on your 11th anniversary, and Dean was great. He happened to be standing on the corner, and somebody said, psst, you got a minute? And he just wandered in here, and it's an exciting night. But, Johnny, really, I say it's our Jewish New Year. And as Buddy can say, as a fellow Jewish man, not that makes us better than anybody else. I mean, even
Well,
though
I
you
understand
did
that.
take Christmas from us. We, now I can see good Catholics and people all over the world writing in saying, why did he say that? Facts. But what I say is this, that this is our new year. I'll be off in a minute. Then you can show everybody your dad's home in Florida. His dad's a sheriff in Florida standing on the highway going, can you get me a lift? Anyway, so...
What year is this? I know it's 5,000 and something. What?
Well, who cares? What are you, an explorer?
No, but I just wondered what officially it is.
Well, it's a dead buffalo on a monkey's ear.
57?
5734.
Wonderful. Get your winning ticket and go home early. I mean, he says it. That's before our generation. I mean, that is our year, really. We take a ram's horn and we go... "Da-ha! Da-ha!" And Vikings come in and burn the synagogue.
What were you doing 11 years ago?
11 years ago,
Yeah.
I was in the lounge in the Sahara Hotel,
Yes.
and I owe that to a guy called Stan Irwin and my manager, Joe Scandori, and I was in the lounge, and we used to do a show at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
And that's the first time I met you, and you sat at the far bar. Now, truth? Now, they think I'm kidding.
We had met before in New York, before you got to Sahara.
That's right, when you had the daytime show, hit the clock, win a cookie,
No.
hit the dime, hit the buzzer.
No,
what was that dumb show you had?
Well, it was called Do You Trust Your Wife?
You heard the crowd?
Yeah, well,
Everybody watched.
kept me going for 4 years
It
there.
sure did. And meanwhile, I was up in Connecticut at the Red Lobster watching a lobster come off the table going, I went, don't do that, I'm Jewish. Anyway.
But anyway,
Anyway, folks, segueing. 11 years ago, I was in the lounge, and I'll never forget when I met you. And you sat at the back lounge, and I got so nervous, as I am tonight. For the first time in the history of The Tonight Show, I say with honesty, I am nervous. Nervous not in the sense of worrying about my security as a performer, but because it's like an anniversary, a special night. I'm being very sincere about this. And I must say to you, Johnny, on behalf of my family and myself and all your fans, and this sounds like a, you know, like we said in the Army,
Yes, I know.
making the nose go purple. The guy went, don't go purple. But what I'm saying to you is, I thank you for making my family and yours truly get a little bit up the ladder, and I appreciate it.
well,
God
you didn't
bless.
have to say that, but thank you.
I want to tell you, one night he's working in the lounge in the Sahara. And of course, he's hilarious. And everybody that was anybody in town that meant anything come to watch him. Guys would cut their show so they can get out in time to watch him. I mean, he was the biggest draw, and customers couldn't get in. Everybody wanted to see Rickles. And one night he gets a guy at the bar, and he's saying to him, come here, Nazi, bite the stick. Kiss the ring, Nazi. Come here, Nazi. Hey, Nazi, Nazi, I'll show you this, Nazi. Stand up. And the guy stands up. Rickles on the stage. The stage is 7 feet tall. The guy stands up, and after he stands up, he's not on the stage. He's eye to eye with Rickles. And Rickles says to him, hey, you want to spit on a Jew? I couldn't. Now, I got carried away. I was wearing a wristwatch that I saved up to buy. It was a beautiful wristwatch. I wanted that wristwatch. And I took off the wristwatch, and I dove as the curtain was coming down. You know, pretty fat guy, take a run and a dive under the curtain, and I give it to him.
Really?
He thought it was a piece of garbage. He give it to the valet.
Give him
I
a
was
watch.
so thrilled with him, yeah.
He did.
Yeah.
He
I remember sitting there at 5 o'clock in the morning sometimes of that last show after
5
you'd done
o'clock in
4
the morning,
already.
you'll sit anyway.
And I'll tell you, Bert came up with Merv Griffin up in, you remember him. And he came.
He's starting to do good now.
Oh, all those guys do good, but this guy on his anniversary, we can only say this on the anniversary. We'll not say it again. You are, without question, 11 years, hey. You know, we all make jokes about you, and I'm the first one to sit in the green room and go, he's going to dump her, or he's doing good, or this or that, and I vote on you. But 11 years, I'll tell you, 11 years, get up in the morning, I look at the Lord, and I bless him for my good things. But I'll tell you, after 11 years, there is nobody better, there is nobody that can come near you, and I say with honesty, you've got it made, and God has blessed you with a lot of friends.
Well, thank you. Haggard just leaned over and says, he believed that.
Well, Buddy knows I kid around.
We will take a short break here, and we'll come right back.
Wonderful.
Another great kick about doing this show, and I've said this publicly, is working with not only Ed. We've been together, Ed and I, for 15 years, but having Doc Severinsen here every night with a great group of musicians, it has been absolutely sensational. He is without a doubt one of the finest musicians in the entire world on that trumpet, and all of the guys who play in our band are superb musicians, and it's great every night to sit here and listen to them. We'll be right back.
I just went phone.
Yeah,
Did
that
you-
means, oh, you're on.
Hey, could we give Freddie a little hand? It's your producer, but...
Well, do it, of course. As a matter of fact, everybody on this show, you know, this is a very complicated show to do. And
Peter
people only
Lasalli.
see who's out here, but then Bobby Quinn and Peter and all the coordinators and the writers and everything, and Freddie DeCordova.
You gotta stay.
It's a complicated show to put together.
And Shirley, little
Not
Shirley.
but all of them. And then, you know, and what I think I know what this is for. I have been announcing for the past 4 or 5 days that Sammy Davis would be on the show tonight, and I don't want you to think that we were saying that just so you know people would say, hey,
Yeah.
and then he doesn't show up. But Sammy apparently is ill. He's been working very hard in the NBC Follies, and they sent him home today from rehearsal out here. And this is what he sent tonight. Isn't that nice?
Not his wreath. This is yours.
Isn't that nice? Happy anniversary. Love and peace, Sam.
I hope he's well, because we're gonna...
Should have gotten that during the monologue. This when I needed that. Rest in peace.
But
No,
John,
that's very
can
nice.
I say something?
If I ever get sick, I'll send you a snake plant.
Wouldn't you
What,
say...
a snake plant? Oh, yeah, right, okay.
And like a dumbbell, he leaned over.
Yes, I answer anything.
You know, the whole secret over 11 years, when you die with monologues, when you say die in our business, doesn't he always come off funny? It's like with Bert's sense of humor. He comes off and he does, when he hosts the show and he does a monologue, goes, And that's what makes people laugh, because sometimes you get screams and sometimes you get what we call real hysterical laughter. I lay on the bed many nights and I say to the wife, we had plans tonight, but Johnny's rolling with a bad monologue. But your monologues have really become part of it. We'll be finished in a minute, Freddie. Freddie is the dumbbell that says, United
Wait,
Airlines.
I want to bring out this young lady
Do
because
whatever
she
you
has been,
want.
thank
Sure,
you.
no.
She was on our sketch earlier. She's our resident matinee lady.
she's a doll.
And she's going to be seen in the new NBC series, The Girl with Something Extra, which is probably one of the great understatements of the century. Would you welcome Carol Wayne? How are you? I think every year. You've been with us on our anniversary, right? You were here last year when the Governor Reagan was here and everybody.
11 indeed.
Yeah.
Where was I 11 years ago?
Yeah, where were you 11 years ago?
In
What were you doing?
high school.
You were in high school. that really puts it in perspective, you know? You were in high school. You know what I started this show and I always think about? My oldest son, who is now through college and has been out of college for 2 years, was in the 7th grade, was entering junior high school. He's finished high school and had 4 years of college and has been out 2 years. That's kind of, and you were in high school.
You're old.
Well, it's all relative.
Yeah.
You know. You're going to be 47 someday.
Oh, I hope so.
You are now, as a matter of fact. But you will. Does that bother you to think that someday you'll grow old?
No, but I'm wondering what I'll do. I don't think I'll get character parts. Do you?
No, but you still look like you're a teenager, 1920, something in there. I know you're a little older than that.
Yeah.
Because if you were in high school 11 years ago, you have to be a little older than that.
Yeah.
Right?
What a detective.
That's right. That would have been great. I hadn't found Shell. Ant's running out of questions and answers. I only have 2 questions left after 11 years on this show, and I want to save them for the last 2 years.
You're a millionaire. What do you worry about?
Has this show been a help to you at all?
That was a good one.
Thank you. That's one of them I hadn't used.
Yes.
Has this helped your career?
Oh, yes, I'm famous. As the matinee lady.
Yeah?
Yeah.
People recognize you when they...
Oh, ask me for autographs and everything.
Do they really?
Yeah.
That's good. You have something to, in a roundabout way. Did you ever meet Bird before?
No, but I'm good friends with your ex-wife.
Well, the host blundered right in there, didn't he? I was just trying to get a little something going. I didn't know it was going to go in that direction.
Also, my collection was in his movie part.
Your collection was in his movie part.
Yeah. In the part of his movie.
Oh, you know what she's talking about?
No, I'd like to, though.
She and her husband have Indian artifacts.
Yes.
Really?
And they were the credits for The Man Who Loved Cats.
Oh, they were beautiful. Yeah.
Yes.
Then
they're
I
gorgeous.
handled your props.
Yes.
You know, I'd give $1 million for just a straight man. One somewhere. There's not a... What? I see.
Where
Please do
God, I
not-
didn't know that was there. I just found it.
I certainly hope so. You were on the competing station the other day. Somebody told me, or some time ago, doing.
Yes, I did the weather for Channel 7.
You were the weather girl.
I had 2 fronts. I had a cold
Oh, right.
front. I bet you don't know graphically the difference.
I don't know graphically between what?
A cold front and a hot front.
Well,
The
what's...
hot front has little bumps on the thing, and the cold front has big points.
You know about isobars and all that?
No, but it was raining on my husband's ex-wife in New York.
Well, the old clock on the wall has just fallen on the floor. No, really, I thank all of you for coming tonight.
Hey,
on
on
this,
behalf of the guests,
the
can we...
start of our
Ed,
12th year.
Bert,
And,
Congratulations.
no, you don't. Thank you. I'm humbled by that applause.